Thinking about the woman who's calling churches with the crying baby asking for formula. So I'm a pastor. I've watched most of this lady's videos with the fake baby, um, asking churches for formula. And I'm starting to see people defending the churches that have said no. And I just kind of want to weigh in on it. This is a stream of consciousness video. I haven't made any notes, I haven't prepared, but I've been thinking about it. And so I want to tell you how these calls sort of go. Because I've been doing this 15 years. I'm a pastor, 15 years in various levels and roles. Currently the senior pastor of my church. But I've been getting benevolence calls my whole career. People calling in, asking for money. Most churches that I've been in work something like this. I was a part of a really big church one time. I'll tell you about how that was different. Um, Most of the churches I've been in, someone calls, they need help. They need um, rent, they need utilities, they need assistance with a car. If they're asking for money, there's a process. Because you want to be generous, but you want to be wise. So the way that I've designed it in the church I'm currently at is usually they call and ask to talk to a pastor. They walk into my office and they tell me a story, and I ask what they need, and they tell me. And so I hand that off to some lay leaders, people that aren't clergy, and I give them my instinct on it, but I ask them to call this person back, and they have a conversation, and if there's a way that we can be helpful, because we don't have a lot of resources. We can't be someone's bank. I can't buy you a car. I can't buy you a house. Usually, if it's something like I need rent money this month, we're going to be evicted. Depending on the size, usually we can help quite a bit. Sometimes we can pay the whole thing. Sometimes we help find someone else, another organization, church, or individual that'll join us. Like, can you pay half and we'll pay half, sort of thing. That happens a lot. Very rarely do we just flat say no. It's got to be weird, or we have to be completely out of money. And if we're completely out of money, then I start making calls and find someone that can help. If someone calls asking for food, one, we have food in the building. My church doesn't have a food pantry. We have a clothes closet. We invest a lot of time and energy and money in assisting refugees. We're currently trying to pivot because of the food stamp situation. Part of what we've done is partnered with a church across the street that already had a food pantry. So I'll help you get connected with them. We'll go over there together and I'll help pack your car. If you come to the church and you are hungry, I'm going to give you my lunch, or I'm going to take you out to eat, or I'm going to drive you to the grocery store and we'll buy some essentials together. Or sometimes I have gift cards to the grocery store stocked. If you called and asked for baby formula, right now I think I have some baby formula because people are bringing food to the church because they know about this situation that we're in as a country. So right now I'd have baby formula. I think I have 6 cans, so I brought a 6-pack of formula. I would give those to you. No questions. If you ask for baby food, you're getting baby food. If I don't have baby food and you call and ask for it, I'm going to tell you 2 things. One is yes, I will get you a can of baby food for your child right now. Where are you? When can you be here? Do I need to bring it to you? We're going to make this happen. 2, my church, systemically, we collect money and give it to a local organization that has greater ability than us to stock and distribute food. It's a neighborhood outreach. It is a food pantry. It has a soup kitchen. I'm going to call them and say, hey, I need formula for this family. I'm sending them to you tomorrow. Here's what you need to give them. And since I am bought into this co-op situation through our organization, that's going to happen. So I'm going to meet your need today, and I'm going to connect you with someone that can meet it tomorrow, and to organizations that have the opportunity to maybe help get you out of this moment of desperation that you're in. I can't fathom telling someone with a child, no, you, we can't give you a meal right now. That's shocking to me. Most of the churches that I've worked for would behave the way that I have described. They would do their, like, if it's coming out of my pocket, we're going to feed your baby today, period. One time I worked for a very, very large church with very, very deep pockets. And they were stingy about the way that they would give, especially to people outside the church. If you were an insider, if you were a member, and you lost your job and you couldn't make rent, you could come by and tell us, and there was like a program. We would pay your rent, but you had to like work it off, kind of, like not for a money value number, but like as a member, you're expected to contribute a little more in some other area other than finances now, to like buy in to the benevolence program. But they would not help people outside the church. And they gave tremendous amounts of money to big organizations, usually global or denominational organizations. And there is a fear of getting scammed, but no one's scamming you asking for food. Someone might scam you when they're asking for money. And there are ways to be wise. Like, I don't write a check to a person. If you come by the church and you say, I lost my job last month. We've burned through all of our money. I'm selling stuff. I'm working. I'm trying my best. We're not going to make rent. And we already were late on last month. And we paid a partial before that. And our landlord, he's a good man, but he's going to kick us out. Like, I get that story a lot. We're going to call your landlord. And when they say, yeah, that's the situation, I'm going to write them a check so that we're not getting scammed. You'd have to be really working at it to have this layered scam ready to go. And if I get caught in that, that's fine. I can lose $1,000 to a scam. I don't think God's mad at me if we make mistakes based on being generous or kind or loving or giving. I think that's the best way to err. If you're going to err in the way of love. Love too much. That's what I'm always trying to tell our people. Let's screw up by having been too kind. Let's be like Jesus, especially when it hurts. Especially when it could get us hurt. Things like that. But if someone's asking for food, and who cares what their circumstance looks like or sounds like? If someone's asking for food, you feed them. So I understand some of these churches are probably overly sensitive to people cold calling and asking for stuff, because that's something that happens constantly. But I'm not cutting them any slack for not giving a baby formula. Someone with a specific request around food who, I mean, she's scamming them, right? She's got a fake baby on the line. I don't care. If someone asks for formula, they get formula. I don't understand how you can defend. I can understand the church. I don't understand the defense. I think they're wrong. And I'm doing my best to get it right in our context. And we don't always get it right. And I apologize for when we've gotten it wrong. But we're doing our best. That's my 2 cents. That was a long video. Thanks.